Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. Chapter 4. Oh, he said. His brow furrowed for an instant and then smoothed out just as quickly. Suddenly he was smiling a brilliant smile. What is it? I asked. A surprise wedding gift. Huh? He didn't answer. He just started dancing again, spinning the opposite way we'd been headed before, away from the lights and then into deep swaths of the night that ringed the luminous dance floor. He didn't pause until we reached the dark side of one of the huge cedars. Then Edward looked straight into the blackest shadow. Thank you, Edward said to the darkness. This is very kind of you. Kind is my middle name, a husky familiar voice answered from the black night. Can I cut in? My hand flew up to my throat as if Edward hadn't been holding me. I would have collapsed. Jacob! I choked as soon as I could breathe. Jacob! Hey there, Bells. I stumbled towards the sound of his voice. Edward kept his grip under my elbow until another set of strong hands caught me in the darkness. The heat from Jacob's skin burned right through the thin satin dress as he pulled me close. He made no effort to dance. He just hugged me while I buried my face in his chest. He leaned down to press his cheek to the top of my head. Rosalie won't forgive me if she doesn't get her official turn on the dance floor, Edward murmured, and I knew he was just leaving us to give me a gift of his own. This moment with Jacob. Oh, Jacob. I was crying now. I couldn't get the words out clearly. Thank you. Stop blubbering, Bella. You'll ruin your dress. It's just me. Just? Oh, Jake, everything is perfect now. He snorted. Yeah, the party can start. The best man finally made it. Now everyone I love is here. I felt his lips brush my hair. Sorry I'm late, honey. I'm just so happy you came. That was the idea. I glanced towards the guests, but I couldn't see through the dancers to spot where I'd last seen Jacob's father. I didn't know if he'd stayed. Does Billy know you're here? As soon as I asked, I knew that he must have. It was the only way to explain his uplifted expression before. I'm sure Sam's told him. I'll go see him when the party's over. We're so glad you're home. Jacob pulled back a little bit and straightened up. He left one hand on the small of my back and grabbed my right hand with the other. He cradled our hands to his chest. I could feel the heartbeat under my palm, and I guessed that he hadn't placed my hand there accidentally. I don't know if I'm get more than just one dance, he said, and I began pulling me round in a slow circle that didn't match the tempo of the music coming from behind us. I better make the best of it. We moved to the rhythm of his heart under my hand. I'm glad I came, Jacob said quietly after a moment. I didn't think I would be, but it's good to see you. One more time. Not as sad as I thought it would be. I don't want you to feel sad. I know that. I don't want to come tonight to make you feel guilty. No, it makes me happy, very happy that you came. It's the best gift you could have given me. He laughed. That's good, because I didn't have time to stop for a real present. My eyes were adjusting and I could see his face now, higher up than I expected. Was it possible that it was still growing? He had to pose closer to 7 feet than to 6. It was a relief to see his familiar features again after all this time. His deep-set eyes shadowed under his shaggy black brows, his high cheekbones, his full lips stretched over his bright teeth, in a sarcastic smile that matched his tone. His eyes were tight around the edges. Careful. I could see that he was being very careful tonight. He was doing what he could to make me happy, not to slip and show how much this cost him. I'd never done anything good enough to deserve a friend like Jacob. When did you decide to come back? Consciously or subconsciously? He took a deep breath before answering his own question. I don't really know. I guess I've been wandering back this direction for a while. Maybe it's because I was headed here. It wasn't until this morning that I really started running. I didn't know if I could make it. He laughed. You wouldn't believe how weird this feels, walking around on 2 legs again. And clothes. And then it's more bizarre because it feels weird. I didn't expect that. I'm out of practice with the whole human thing. We revolved steadily. It would have been a shame to miss seeing you like this, though. That's right worth the trip here. You look unbelievable, Bella. So beautiful. Alice invested a lot of time in me today. The dark helps too. It's not so dark for me, you know. Right, werewolf senses. It was easy to forget all the things he could do now. He seemed so human, especially the right now. You cut your hair, I noted. Yeah, easy, you know. Thought I'd better take advantage of the hands. It looks good, I lied. He snorted. Right, I did it myself with rusty kitchen shears. He grinned wildly for a moment and then his smile faded. His expression turned serious. Are you happy, Bella? Yes? Okay, I felt a shoulder shrug. That's the main thing, I guess. How are you, Jacob? Really? I'm fine, Bella, really. You don't need to worry about me anymore. You can stop bugging Seth. I'm not just bugging him because of you. I like Seth. He's a good kid. Better company than some. I tell you, if I could get rid of the voices in my head, being a wolf would be about perfect. I laughed at the way it sounded. Yeah, I can't get mine to shut up either. In your case, that would mean you're insane. Of course, I already knew that you were insane. He teased. Thanks. Insanity is probably easier than sharing a pack mind. Crazy people's voices don't send babysitters to watch them. Huh? Sam's out there, and some of the others, just in case, you know. In case of what? I can't keep it together, something like that. In case I decide to trust the party. He flashed a quick smile, which was what was probably an appealing thought to him. But I'm not here to ruin your wedding, Bella. I'm here to... He trailed off. To make it perfect. That's a tall order. Good thing you're so tall. He groaned at my bad joke and then sighed. I'm just here to be your friend, your best friend, one last time. Sam should give you more credit. Well, maybe I'm being oversensitive. Maybe they'd be here anyway to keep an eye on Seth. There are a lot of vampires here. Seth doesn't take that as seriously as he should. Seth knows that he's not in any danger. He understands the Cullens better than Sam does. Sure, Jacob said, making peace before it could turn into a fight. It was strange to have him being at the Diplomat. Sorry about those voices, I said. Wish I could make it better, in so many ways. It's not that bad, I'm just whining a little. You're happy? Close enough. But enough about me. You're the star today, he chuckled. I bet you're just loving that. Centre of attention. Yeah, can't get enough attention. He laughed and then stared over my head. With pursed lips he studied the shimmering glow of the reception party, the graceful whirl of dancers, the fluttering pearls falling from the garlands. I looked with him. It all seemed very distant from this black, quiet space, almost like watching the white flurries swirling inside a snow globe. I'll give them this much, he said. They know how to throw a party. Alice is an unstoppable force of nature. He sighed. Summer's over. Do you think I get another one? Or was that almost asking too much? I tightened my hand around his. You can have as many dances as you want. He laughed. That'll be interesting. I think I'd better stick with 2, though. Don't want to start talk. We turned in another circle. You think I'll be telling you goodbye by now? He murmured. I tried to swallow the lump in my throat, but I couldn't force it down. Jacob looked at me and frowned. He wiped his fingers across my cheek, catching the tears there. You're not supposed to be the one crying, Bella. Everyone cries at weddings, I said thickly. This is what you want, right? Right. Then smile. I tried. He laughed at my grimace. I'm not going to try and remember you like this, pretend that. That what? That I died? He clenched his teeth. He was struggling with himself, with his decision to make his presence here a gift, and not a judgment. I could guess that he wanted to stay. No, he finally answered. But I'll see you this way in my head. Pink cheeks, heartbeat, 2 left feet, all of that. I deliberately stomped on his foot as hard as I could. He smiled. That's my girl. He started to say something else and snapped his mouth closed. Struggling again, his teeth gritted against the word he didn't want to say.